Our next guest says the wind industry is one of the most favored industries in the United States. It gets government subsidies, it gets breaks from compliance with environmental laws, and despite all of that, it's lost 10,000 jobs in the past few years. Joining us now is Robert Bryce. He's with the Manhattan Institute. He's the author of Power Hungry. He's our guy on the wind industry for Varney and Company. Robert, welcome to the program.
Hi, thanks for having me, Stuart.
I want to go through this point by point.
Sure.
Number one, what subsidies does the wind industry get? Subsidies.
Sure. Well, at the federal level, and the one that is really at issue now is the production tax credit, 2.2 cents per kilowatt hour of electricity produced.
Is that a lot?
Well, it is a lot, because in some markets now, that subsidy actually exceeds the market price of the electricity being produced by other generators. So in some markets now, and I live in Texas, the wind energy business is actually bidding in negative prices. They're paying to put their electricity into the grid so that they can collect the production tax credit.
Subsidies per kilowatt hour much greater than any other form of energy.
Absolutely.
Is that accurate?
And the report that I'm releasing today with Manhattan Institute shows that the subsidies for the wind industry are at least 12 times that which is given to the oil and gas industry on a per unit of energy produced. 6.5 times that given to nuclear.
Next one, the preferences that they get, the ways around environmental laws. Briefly, what's happening to them?
Well, this is the part that just chaps my hide, Stuart. I've been writing
chaps
about...
your hide. Chaps his hide.
Chaps his hide.
I've been writing about this issue of bird kills, Migratory Bird Treaty Act violations, since the late 1980s. First stories I published in national magazines were on this issue. The oil and gas industry was being prosecuted in Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico because they had open oil pits and they were killing birds. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service brought more than 200 cases against the industry at that time. Today, the Fish and Wildlife Service estimates the wind industry is killing 440,000 birds a year, and there has not been a single prosecution of the industry either under Migratory Bird Treaty Act or the Eagle Protection Act.
That's a preference.
You think the environmentalists would be after that,
It is
right?
a pernicious double standard, and I think it's outrageous.
Yeah.
I want to ask about this order the president did last week when he wouldn't allow the Chinese company to buy those 4 wind farms.
Right.
I thought that was absolutely amazing. I mean, we're actually going to go to war with China over solar and wind when there's so many other larger issues. I mean, do you talk about this? Are you? But that's amazing, though. I mean, it's the first time a president has stopped a deal like this in a long time.
It is remarkable. I mean, either we have a free market or we don't. But what's happening with the wind business is you have subsidies, you have mandates. 29 states covering approximately 200 million people are now subject to mandates where they're forced to buy renewable energy.
I like how the wind sector believes in free markets for everyone else but themselves. That's what it feels like, right? A lot of cabin pressure on those stocks.
Am I right in saying that the wind industry lost 10,000 jobs in the past year? Is that accurate?
I don't know that figure for sure, but the one that's at issue now, and the one that the Department of Energy is promoting, is that what the wind industry's line is: if the production tax credit is not extended, 37,000 jobs will be lost. Well, if you do the simple math and you use the Joint Committee on Taxation data, saving each of those jobs will cost $329,000 each.
All right, Robert Bryce, you know the wind industry, and we're glad you shared it with us. Thanks very much, Robert. Good
Thanks,
to see you.
Stuart. Appreciate it.
Doctor.